Hello everybody, in today's video I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve very basic simple simultaneous equations. So you're going to learn how to solve the most basic simultaneous equations, and to get started in simultaneous equations. So without further ado, let's begin. So before we start this, you need to have some knowledge of basic algebra or even algebra, because usually you learn simultaneous equations in year 10 or year 9, depends on the school. I learned it in year 10 anyway, so let's go and actually learn it. So this is an example question of simultaneous equations. So 6x plus y equals 15 and 4x plus y equals 11. Usually when you get a question, it'll be in a line, so it will say solve 6x plus y equals 15 and thing, and in working you should write it like this because it makes it easier. So the first thing you need to do is to get rid of these two similar letters, right, or terms. In this case it's y, because we don't need to like times it or do anything to get it to the same, because both of them are y and both of them are same, one y, right? And we have to find by the end we have to find the answer, what y equals and x equals. So first we have to get rid of y, right? So in this case we have to get rid of y, and we have to so since all of them are positive, we have to change this into a negative to be able to remove y. So we can have minus here, change the plus into minus. And remember, whenever you change one sign in a whole equation, you change the signs of the whole equations. So if everything is positive here, everything will turn into negative. So minus 4x minus y equals minus 11. Then what we're going to do is we have to remove y from the equation. So we are able to find what the x is first. So this is going to be before you move y, and then this is going to be after you move. So y is gone, plus y and minus y gone, and it's going to be 6x minus 4x equals minus 15. So you basically cut the y out of this equation. Now step 3 is, now that you don't have any other terms except x, you have to find what x is. So right now we have this. Now this, since we have to make it simpler, like to be able to solve this, we're gonna add these two together. Well, mix these two, it's not gonna add. So since this is minus 4, 6, we're gonna basically think of it like so let's say we have 6x, right? We're gonna think of it as we're subtracting 4x, because it's minus 4x out of it, so it'll be equal to x after. So that will be so you basically do this, and for the other thing is gonna be 15 minus, because it's minus 11. If it was plus, you would add 11 to it, but minus 11, which would equal to about 4. So we would get this. So I'm just gonna highlight these because into different colors, so you can remember what one goes with what one. Yeah, so it will be equal to 2x equals 4, because this was bigger than the minus number, so 6x minus 4x equals it. Now if it will be opposite, however, 4x was positive and above here, and 6x was negative and down there, it would probably be so it would be 4x minus 6x, that would probably be minus 2x. So right now it's a positive number, and you start with positive numbers as usual. So yeah, we subtracted 4 from 6 and 11 from 15. Now we did a simple algebra. So we have 2x equals 4 left. So we have 2x equals 4 left, we're basically gonna divide it. We're basically gonna divide 4 by 2 because he's here. So if you don't know what this means, when they're two together and there's no sign, it means multiplication. So right now they're multiplication, so basically it's gonna bring it here and divide by 2, and that will be x, so x equals 2. So we found x. Now we have to move on to the fourth step, which is substitute the value of x into one of the equations. So you can choose any equations for this matter. So if I just got the back real quick, right now, yeah, so out of these equations you can choose any. You can choose this one or that one, it doesn't matter. You can choose any of these equations. I choose 6x plus y one because my wish. So this will be like this. Then you have to substitute it like this. So you will basically, instead of x, you found that x was 2, you're gonna have brackets 2 plus y. Now brackets basically means multiplication, so you can do that, and that's basically how we learn how to do it in school as well. And yeah, the brackets basically mean the multiplication. It's just easier way to represent. I mean, if you really want to represent it like proper multiplication, you could do like 6 times 2 equals y. But this is what is expected, how you write in an exam, and you need to get used to writing like this for multiplications. Now we will just times the number. So 6 times 2 equals 12. So now after this equation will be 12 plus y equals 15. 6x will turn into 12 because we have multiplied it, as we know. So the last and the final step would be to use our basic algebra skill to find y. Now, so we're doing 12 across. So this 12 right here is plus 12 currently. When you cause the equal sign, your sign up here changes, so it will become minus 12. And as we see, that is what's going to be the answer. Y equals 3. So yeah, so our final answer would be x equals 2 and y equals 3. Now this is how in an exam, if ever it comes in an exam, I'd write it, and I say this, I'll explain in next slide why I say if this ever comes in an exam. But this is how I would basically do this is basically the working out you should write an exam to get marks. Even if you get the answer wrong, sometimes your teacher can give you marks for your workings. So yeah, this is basically how you're working. You can take a look at this, and yeah. So you're taking a look at this. Let's go now. So I say this is not going to come in the exam because it's the most basic version of math, and it probably come in your A10 marks, but maybe, I'm not very sure. I've not done them yet, but in A11 GCSE maths paper, I'm very sure it's not going to come because these simultaneous equations can actually get very complex with quadratics, like some formula there. But you know, this is what you learn first, to stepping stone and the base you build up from. So yeah, anyway guys, thanks for watching this video. Leave a like and subscribe for more weekly videos. As I said in my last video, we're gonna upload 2 days a week, one by me, one by my other friend. And also comment on comment suggestions what you want us to do videos on, and we'll try to do this because maybe some of them are just too complex for us, but we'll try to do them anyway. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.